Welcome back to the A.M.P.T Podcast. My name is Micah. This is Tyler and Philip. How you guys doing today?
I'm
Good.
doing all right.
How are
that's
you?
Good. That's good.
How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
No problem, man. It's in the
All
script.
right. So, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
I had a dream, and I woke up. Well, first off, the dream, it's kind of weird. It was like a warehouse with a bunch of shelves, like big old warehouse shelves. And the warehouse was flooded, and I was like sneaking up on the shelves, and there was water or alligators it was flooded, and there were alligators in the water, and if I fell, I would be in the water with the alligator. But when I woke up, I thought, what would you rather have, a water filled with alligators or sharks?
Sharks.
Sharks. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Less likely to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I have a cut.
Yeah, because I think statistically they kill less people than alligators do.
Alligators are more territorial.
Yeah.
Sharks are not.
Yeah. I would actually agree with you, because a shark, like 90% of the time, if you do get bit, it's not like they're trying to kill you. They're trying to figure out what you are.
Yeah.
And then also on a shark, you have gills and eyes. You just pop, 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 pop. An alligator, they just roll.
With alligators, I've heard all you have to do is like hit their nose or
Really?
something like that.
They do not have any opening strength with their jaw.
Correct. Alligators?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's crocodiles. I feel like it's both, though.
I never
very
really knew the
similar.
difference between an alligator and a crocodile.
One's snout is different. The crocodiles is different. Alligators are more wide. Crocodiles are more pointy.
Noted.
Are you sure?
No.
Because their bite force is really powerful,
Their
but they can't open.
is not.
Okay, so
Oh.
if
That's
they
what I was
bite down
saying.
on your leg, it's easy to just open it. No.
No.
You could
We were
hold their
saying
jaw
yes.
shut. You could hold their jaw shut, but you couldn't pry it open.
Correct.
Oh.
I mean, you probably could, because they don't have
Is that
any.
it's the same
'cause
muscle.
They're closing strength.
Yeah.
If they're holding down, you're not getting it open.
Got you. But they if they're already shut and you put your hand over their lips, alligators don't have lips.
You
but
can just
you can
grab
hold
their
it.
mouth.
Could you
and
see
they can't
those
get you.
alligator people that are like
Yeah,
they have
like
two
Steve
fingers? What?
Like Steve Irwin did.
Look where that got
Yeah.
him.
Well, he
That
didn't
was
die
a
from an
stinger.
I know.
alligator.
But still.
The alligators sent it.
If you guys had to go up against an animal, what would it be?
Chicken.
Depends, land or water. Or both.
Well, I mean, you're on land. Just
Mhm.
any animal. So if you pick a whale,
I'm on land?
you're going to be in water.
Oh.
Okay. I was like,
gonna
I'm
say,
going
if
to choose
I'm
a
on
whale,
land,
and then I'm
then
just coming on
fish.
shore.
Any animal.
Yeah.
Probably a gorilla.
You think you could beat up a gorilla?
Do I think I could beat it? No, but I thought the question was, what animal would you want to fight?
So you're going in this knowing you're going to die.
There's potential. for
Not if
my
he
death.
befriends it first.
Not a like a silverback?
Any gorilla.
Dude, have you seen them?
They're massive. That's why they're so cool.
I've seen Tarzan, and I don't remember his dad.
He died.
I know, but like, what's the gorilla's name in Tarzan?
Arjak, maybe? The
I don't
dad
know.
Tarzan? Or
I keep-
the adopted one of Tarzan?
I keep thinking of Shere Khan, but that's a tiger
that's
from
a tiger.
Jungle
That's
Book.
Jungle Book, yeah.
Which that's a cool name, Shere Khan.
It just means tiger in Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Mowgli that way too?
I'm not sure about
Because I know
Mowgli.
Disney does that, like Lion King,
Mhm.
Simba. Isn't that king
I'm not sure.
or Mufasa? I think Mufasa is king.
Kerchak.
Kerjak.
Kerchak.
Kerchak?
Yeah, CH.
Huh. Yeah. How tall are gorillas when they stand up?
At least 3 feet.
At least. Do you think you could beat up a 3-foot gorilla?
Do I think I could beat up a gorilla? I think I could
4 to
adapt
6 feet.
to it.
So a full-size gorilla could be 4 to 6 feet.
They
You're not far
stand
off with
up
the
to
3 foot.
6.
Yeah.
Average of 300 pounds, up to
Jeez.
500. So 3 to 6 feet and 300 to 500 pounds.
A 300-pound, 4-foot gorilla. Be a short, stocky boy.
Just tip him over.
I heard they got jaw strength too.
Gorillas?
Yeah.
Doubt it. What I don't want to fight is a baboon, because those also eat meat. They're omnivores. And they just seem insane.
They don't care what they eat. They'll eat whatever.
They're dumb though, aren't they?
Baboons?
Yeah,
They hunt in packs.
because they're dumb.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't
Like,
know. They're
swarm
not
in
smart enough to
numbers.
hunt an animal on their own.
I heard that they would, the indigenous people, whoever they are, whoever hunts baboons, they would take a jar or something, and they would put the food in the jar, and the baboon would put his hand in the little hole. When he grabbed the food, he would be making a fist, and he didn't want to let the food go, and since his fist is thicker than just the hand,
Mhm.
he couldn't get his hand back out the hole. And he wasn't smart enough to like just let go of the food, and so that's how they would trap him.
Yeah. They have the same intelligence as human toddlers,
I see that.
according to weather.com.
They have
Which-
baboon facts on weather.com.
Apparently.
Hmm.
This article is titled "The T-Rex Could Have Been as Smart as the Modern Day Monkeys." This is a weird rabbit hole.
I don't
Weather.com
agree
has an
with
article
that.
about T-Rexes.
T-Rex?
to monkeys. Yeah,
As
the
a monkey?
The title of the article: T-Rex could have been as smart as modern day monkeys.
Well, that's the key word. Could.
Yeah,
Anything
we'll
could.
never know.
I mean, they couldn't even clap.
I feel
Well,
like
monkeys have been seen to use tools,
Yeah,
right?
but they can clap with their hands and feet.
Right.
T-Rex can't clap.
But I
with
mean, like,
anything.
They use tools. T-Rex being smart as monkeys, I just don't.
You think they were smart? They just had those physical limitations.
I don't know. It could be.
Maybe.
Like if they had longer arms, they could have developed giant bows and spears and stuff.
Okay, well, let's think. What would a smart T-Rex even do? You're already at
Clap.
the top.
Eat more. Clap.
Well, I'm saying you're already the top primate or whatever they are.
Find a way to not
What do
become
humans do?
extinct.
We thrive.
So they would thrive.
Okay. They make cars.
I don't know about make cars, because if they're as smart as a monkey and that's as smart as a human toddler, what do
Oh, yeah.
toddlers do?
You did say smart as monkeys.
They play with clay. They play with Play-Doh.
Yeah.
So a T-Rex with that intelligence would probably just make weird art with mud.
That means you could probably teach a T-Rex how to do sign language
Yeah.
Yeah,
Potentially.
people have. Yeah,
and like have understanding. That means
I've seen videos on
He
YouTube
said
of
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Yes,
No.
a T-Rex.
He was like, people have. Excuse me?
Yeah, did you not see that part in the Bible?
They made a
Yeah,
T-Rex.
Noah was doing the sign language. Get on the ship.
Do you think
No
they
wonder.
will make dinosaurs?
I don't know. They're working on mammoths right now.
Yeah, I heard that, but like we have a movie showing what would happen,
What could happen?
what could happen. Do you think they
Mhm.
would like eventually get to that curiosity, be like, "Hey, we made a mammoth. Hey, we made a sloth. Let's try one
Yeah.
dinosaur."
Considering how many movies about AI taking over and the fact that we're still producing AI,
Mhm.
yes, I think we would 100% explore that avenue.
So maybe we're not as smart as the monkeys.
We're smart. We just do not accept our own limits.
Has AI created its like another AI?
No.
Mm.
See, there's laws regarding AI. When you're making it, you have to make it within limitations. Like it can't learn past this.
Right.
It can't do this on its own. It has to be requested. There's so many guidelines that they can't fall out of.
Okay. What if I was a criminal and I didn't obey the law?
Oh.
Could I make
There- I
an
mean-
AI to wipe out the world?
If you were a smart enough criminal,
Yeah.
probably. But I would wager that if someone's that smart, they wouldn't be a criminal.
Stupid criminals.
I'm not saying all criminals are dumb, but
Well, you just said if they're smart, they wouldn't be a criminal. So all criminals,
Typically-
by default, are not smart.
Yeah.
typically people fall to crime due to failure in one aspect or another. Like,
Yeah.
that's their last resort
Mm-hmm.
for most people. Some people are a little weird about it, like a lot of the serial killers,
Mm-hmm.
which many of them grew up with specific issues that led to that. It wasn't necessarily failure. A
Just
lot of
a-
it is nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the environment you grow up in can affect a lot of your life more than people would think.
True that. True that.
How about you? What animal would you fight or want to fight?
Just want to fight? Just
Yeah.
to. Ooh.
Just say that you fought it.
Whether you won.
I think it'd be
or
cool to
just
say I
came out
punched a
alive.
whale.
Punched a whale. Yeah.
Like a big blue whale. I swam down.
The ones that are like 15 school buses long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a giant squid. Because like fighting a land animal.
We're used
That's
to
kinda
land,
cool,
so
yeah.
it's less.
But
less
it's like-
cool.
I had to hold my breath the whole time to fight the giant squid.
Yeah. I swam down into the
The depths.
Mariana Trench.
Trench.
Yeah.
and knocked a whale out.
I'd say yeah, giant squid, or definitely would be epic to have like a story fighting a rhino.
So you want like massive creatures,
Oh yeah, I mean you gotta go big or go home.
like Kratos.
Yeah, if I say I almost said chicken, and that's what you said.
That was the first thing I said, just because
So-
of that kid in my algebra
didn't-
class in school.
I don't mean to demean yours, but if I say chicken, you can punt a chicken.
Yeah,
Pow.
it was more of a joke answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Any bird. You probably beat up any bird.
Even a penguin.
Not an ostrich.
A penguin.
Penguins are considered
Yeah.
birds.
Not an ostrich or emu.
Yeah. Spartan kick the penguin. Dead.
I wouldn't want to fight emu.
An
An
emu?
emu.
That's what I was
Do
gonna
they
say. My
spit?
answer.
No, but
No.
I mean, the emu wars in Australia, they had like an actual war between humans and emu.
I heard about that. Yeah. There's some kind of war in China or somewhere with monkeys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the monkeys are smart and like they're stealing little kids.
Huh.
And killing people.
Someone probably showed them Tarzan.
I will say though, the emu war
Or
was not
Planet of the
like
Apes.
a war. It was more so like trying to be pest control.
It's like infestation.
Yeah, because they were destroying crops. It wasn't like we had to bust out the military.
Start shooting them with.
They got the
50
nuclear
cows.
codes. We gotta take them out. It wasn't that kind of a thing. It was more so
Yeah.
like
I wonder.
raccoons and stuff are here.
Yeah.
They
I
get
wonder
in our gardens and stuff.
if what other animals mankind has battled, like had a war with.
Throughout all time,
Yeah.
I would say, like a war.
I mean, obviously not a war. They're not gonna make weapons, but like,
Um,
we'll say like a tribe in Africa, they go against. We'll say, what do you call a thing of elephants? A pack,
Herd.
a family, not a school, a
A
herd. Like the tribe would be in a battle against a herd of elephants, because elephants are territorial too, right?
mm-hmm.
It is called a herd. A herd of elephants can be anywhere from 8 to 100 elephants.
Can you imagine 100 elephants charging you?
What's 801? Why is the limit 800?
100.
Oh, 100?
100.
Oh, I thought you said 1 to 800.
No, 8 to 100.
Oh.
You know how long elephants are pregnant?
Like years,
It's
isn't
like
it?
6 years, isn't it?
I think it's 3 or 2. Is it 2? 22 months,
That's not
which
even
is
2
almost
years.
2 years.
Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it to 2.
And then
Well,
you got
Whenever
That's a long time though.
yeah.
This
You
is an
gotta-
interesting story about elephants. Me and Melanie were listening to something about it. There was a woman that got trampled by an elephant, died, gone, crushed into pieces. And then they were having a funeral. That same elephant that crushed her to death came to the funeral and just trampled on her body.
Well, they say an elephant never forgets.
That was a hit.
They
It
needed
was a
to
hitman elephant.
double tap. Pop, pop.
It just came back to make.
They knew
sure.
it was the same elephant.
Yeah.
Was this a
Interesting.
Because, like,
El-
each elephant's...
Their
Was
tusks
it
are very
inhabited?
Yeah, they're
like
different, but they're very alike.
was it like a zoo elephant or was it a wild elephant?
I guess a wild elephant.
And they just knew it was the same one. It's like that's him.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. I wonder if he went in alone, or
I
if he
don't know.
killed her and then was like, "I need to go back to my herd and
I've
get
got-
a buddy of mine."
I've
I
got
didn't finish
backup
the
on
job.
Horizon in case any of you want to stand up to me.
Dude.
They're powerful creatures, though. That's why some of the gods in Hinduism are
Mm-hmm.
depicted as elephant.
Yeah,
type
they're
creatures.
massive.
Yeah.
They're huge. I would ride one at the circus. And
Oh, yeah.
they're a lot of fun. They're
Powerful
big.
animals.
I was watching Monk, and somebody used an elephant to kill somebody. It's pretty cool. They duct taped a walkie-talkie inside the elephant's ear because the elephant would go on commands, and one of them, the command was like to crush something,
Interesting.
and they wanted to kill the elephant trainer, and so one of the acts was to have the elephant's foot
stand on its
up,
hind legs.
and he would go underneath the foot and kind of just like, oh, look at this, I can hold up the elephant. Well, whenever he was rehearsing that, the person said the command for crush in the walkie-talkie. The elephant heard it, so then it just crushed what's underneath it.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then the lady went and took the walkie-talkie off the elephant. There you go. Perfect crime.
Almost.
Yeah.
They had
She got
Adrian
caught.
Monk on the case. It's a good show.
I like that elephants kind of see us like we see puppies.
How do we know that?
I don't personally know it. I've read it.
Like, in order to know that, you have to have the elephant tell us.
It might be a chemical reaction that they've picked up
Oh,
on.
it's like, adorableness.
Like we release dopamine or whatever it is when we pet dogs. Maybe elephants do that when we pet them or something.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about
Sure
that?
about what?
That they view us as puppies.
That's what I'm double checking right now. I've read it somewhere.
You ever been mad at a puppy?
What do you mean by mad?
So, like, the elephant views us as puppy, but if the person, like, abuses the elephant, it'd be like they hate that puppy.
I don't know. I've never hated a puppy. I've been frustrated, like, oh, they ate my Legos or whatever.
You had a puppy eat your Legos?
Yeah,
Like, chew them?
yeah,
Not eat it? Okay.
Morley and Cheyenne.
Morley ate the door frame in the
Yeah,
upstairs
he
room.
did. If he gets locked in a room, he's tearing the place down. Not anymore because he's like 90 in years,
Yeah.
but
He says, I'll just wait.
he's like they'll come back or I'll die. Either way.
He still runs around bars.
What's that?
He still runs around bars.
Oh yeah, he still gets the zoomies, but they don't last nearly as long.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying when he's home alone.
Yes, he does freak out when he's home alone.
Oh, man.
Well, he has a
Zane-
diaper
Zane-
on. It's like, I don't know what to do.
Zane got a picture, or not a picture, a video of him just like pacing and then, oh, oh. He's a funny dog.
Oh, Morley.
Yeah, in December 2017, college student Julia Haas had an idea that turned out to be enormously popular when she posted that elephants evidently have a natural affinity for and affection towards human beings. Haas, who does volunteer work as a social media coordinator for the American Gerbil Society, later clarified that she is not a scientist and based it off of a Google search. Okay. And elephants humans, the same way that humans' brains react to puppies.
So we're just a bunch of puppies. They find us adorable and little and
So-
cute.
She apparently made it, either read it somewhere and then tweeted it. It gained a bunch of traction, got on her nerves, so she muted her notifications. She became a trend. And then she got harassed for being boring anytime she tweeted anything else that wasn't related.
We
She
came here for
peaked.
this content.
But someone else retweeted it and then remarked it as scientific fact, kind of like I did earlier today. Not tweeting, but saying it. Okay. It is true that humans in parts of Asia have been able to tame elephants for thousands of years. The Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations described the relationship between elephants and humans as quite strange.
Do you ever see how much an elephant eats a day?
I haven't.
Check that. Because it's a lot.
I'd hope so.
So tame ones interact with us the way
Mhm.
we would interact with puppies.
So you can't just go out in the wild, see an elephant, and go give it a hug.
Correct.
Just point at it. You're mine.
Yeah.
Follow me.
Look, I'm adorable, right?
Put a
How much
leash
do
on it.
elephants eat? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, how much does an elephant eat a day?
Maybe like 30,000 calories. I don't know.
I was thinking pounds.
150,000 kilograms of food per day.
Jeez.
That's 375 cans of baked beans. I don't know why.
Why was that a measurement?
I don't know why. It's
Do elephants eat beans?
I don't know.
I feel like they eat bananas.
So they
and
eat
watermelon.
150 kilograms of food, but almost half of it leaves the body undigested.
just goes right through them.
That's weird.
Wow.
Same way corn does, but with humans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Corn doesn't digest, just goes.
Right through.
It depends on how you chew it. Like if you chew it up and actually
Just
mush
swallow
it, down,
it whole.
it'll
Yeah.
digest. But if you just swallow the whole kernel, it won't.
That's an eternal food supply right there if the world's ever ending.
What,
Just-
corn?
Yeah, just don't chew it. Just swallow
Yeah.
it.
You
And
won't
clean it
absorb
off
any
real good.
nutrients off though, because
Yeah.
you're not digesting it, so you're not getting any nutrients. You're just passing it through.
Yeah. But it tastes good.
Sure.
So how much? Say it again. How many in pounds was that? Say it again. How many kilograms?
150 kilograms.
That's close to like 300 or 350.
It's like 350 pounds of food a day.
330.693.
Hey, you were
Pounds.
close.
Well, yeah, that's what I grew up with my entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I figured you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
You had to convert to us.
Just convert it to baked beans cans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's
this
the
is an
universal-
article.
It's the universal measurement. It's
Measurement.
baked beans.
Yeah. What's that, baked beans?
It's like baked beans cans.
Yeah. 375 cans of baked beans.
Well,
Is
that doesn't make
12 ounce,
sense.
16 ounce.
I don't know.
Is that the family size can?
I don't know. It doesn't specify. I would
Yeah.
guess the most common can. So the little
Like the median
12
of it.
ounce.
12 ounce can of beans. Yeah. All right. So like an elephant, it eats 350 pounds. Let me ask you this: would you rather eat once every 10 years, or I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm trying to think of like, you know how much time you waste eating? Like you're in the middle of a project, you're like, man, I'm hungry, I gotta stop and eat.
Dude,
What if you could eat one time and never eat again? Would you do that? I'll just say that.
For 10 years or just
No,
till you
just
die?
forever. Like, you only need to eat, we'll say, once every 5 years. You have to sit down and eat like a full course meal, but it'll hold you for the next 5 years. Would you do
And
that,
I
or would you
can't-
stay the
Oh,
same?
so it's like I won't feel hunger. I'll
Right.
just, oh,
You eat one meal, and it will satisfy you for 5 years, and then in 5 years you sit down and eat a full course meal.
What was
Or-
the other one?
You just stay the same. You have to eat 3 times a day. Or 2 times, however many times you eat.
I would do the once every 5 years.
Yeah.
That'd be saving a lot of
not
money.
allowed to eat during that time?
You would save a lot of money.
Or
Yeah.
is it just like I don't need to eat?
I would say you can eat because I think, yeah, you could eat, but you know how you feel after a buffet?
Yes.
You just like
Mhm.
feel that bloated. It would be like that.
Mm.
So like you eat, you can wait 5 years, but if you eat anytime during that, it'd be like I'm bloated. That miserable feeling. But it will wear off in a day.
I'd do the 5 years. That way, if I don't feel like eating today, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I would do the 5 years. Although I do like eating, and like how much social stuff we do around mealtime. But speaking of like the money you would save,
Yeah.
and the time you would save, yeah.
So, according to that article from 2011,
Mm-hmm.
average American eats about an hour per day.
Total.
An hour's worth of time per day. All 3 meals.
That's
But that's an article from 2011.
phones
see
got introduced.
So, that's a 365 hours a year.
2011.
Yeah.
I bet 2020 was definitely a lot more
that
than
was
an hour.
that had to have been a higher
It was the
number.
entire day.
Yeah, just never stop eating.
Oh, in 2017, it claims people spent 1.18 hours per day.
It went up. I thought it would go down. You know, because we get more busy.
No, I feel like phones got more advanced, so people are just eating. Oh, look at this, or
Yeah,
something like that.
Well,
up-to-date articles are saying about an hour.
About phones. Oh,
Eating.
well, phones definitely got more advanced.
yeah.
If we go, forward in time, technology gets better. But eating wise, I figured we're getting more busy. We're getting more, I don't know. Figured it'd be less time.
400 hours are spent in the kitchen preparing food each year,
Sheesh. That
according
sucks.
to 2,000 Americans in this survey.
I would hate that.
Sample size is super important when it comes to surveys and statistics. Because if you
I
take
think
a
sample
statistic-
size is very important when I go to
That's right.
Sam's.
That's what, well,
Like, give me the biggest sample you got.
in statistics, you could say 50% of people do this. Well, if
Mhm.
your sample size is 2 people, one of those persons says yes, one of those persons says no, then yes, 50% of that study is this. People don't think
Oh.
about that all the time. They just see,
Gotcha.
statistically speaking, this percentage, and they're like, wow, that's across the entire board.
Yeah.
It's not.
But it's not.
It's according to that test.
According to how many people they asked.
Yeah.
Right.
Got you.
It's kind of like with Family Feud. Survey says they've only asked so many people.
Mm-hmm. They
Like-
ask.
like
They
that
ask
was-
100 people.
Is it 100?
Yeah, it's 100 people.
I wasn't sure.
Like that
You're
episode
thinking
in
of the
Always Sunny.
Yeah, exactly.
He says, name something to groom you. He's like, how about a bride? You can't be a groom without a bride.
Yeah.
It's like, that's stupid. Ends up being the right answer.
I found the entire Mario movie on YouTube today.
The new one?
Yeah, but it's vocoded to Gangster's Paradise.
What's vocoded?
Vocoded is when you take an audio file and then match all of the audio to create that first audio. So they're talking, the sound effects, everything is to the tune of Gangster's Paradise.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Seems
an hour
like-
and 26 minutes long and 41 seconds.
Did you watch it?
Not the whole thing. I watched a good chunk though, and I got tired of it because I was like, I don't want to hear Gangster's Paradise anymore.
Yeah, that's a long time to hear the melody
same
of a song
yeah,
over and over and over.
yeah. Seems like a good movie though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I've
Yeah,
heard it
That's
is.
what I've heard.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to play some Mario Party or some Mario Kart. We're going out of town soon. I don't know how many weeks. 2 weeks?
2 or 3.
No, it's got to be in
For
2
what?
weeks.
I think it's 2 weeks. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
what?
it's 2 weeks because next week is the 6th.
Yeah,
then after
and
that-
it's the 13th, so
yeah.
it's the second weekend in May. So yeah,
You're talking about when
Indy?
we're leaving. I thought you said 4
yeah.
Oh,
weeks.
No, so not this Saturday, but
gotcha.
next Saturday.
yeah.
And we're going out of town, and I would love to just get like my Switch or like a TV, put it in the vehicle that we're going, and just play Mario Party.
We could.
Have one person drive,
Zane
no
and
fun
I
for them.
literally talked about this earlier.
Really?
Yeah. I showed him the outlet in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we could hook up a TV and you and Micah could play Injustice on the way.
Oh, dude, if we
But-
played Injustice all the way there, I would love that.
But the power that the PlayStation would pull compared to the Switch, that's a big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Plus the TV. And
The Switch would just draw it all out.
Yeah.
Totally.
Certainly. That's the way it would move.
My PlayStation sounds like an airplane taking off.
Yeah, it needs to be cleaned again.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Zane it works as a sound machine.
Yeah, you said as long as it doesn't affect 2 of the 3 senses, or
4.
was it 4?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't affect 4 senses, the PlayStation is good. Because right now, when it turns on, I can hear it, I can smell it, and it's really hot, so I can feel it. But as long as I don't taste it, I'm good. But as soon as it gets that 4th sense, then we know like something's wrong. And they can be interchangeable. So if you can like taste it in the air of like whatever is burning, and you can hear it, but you can't smell the burning, you're good.
See, that's weird because smell and taste are very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the same.
They
What's
work
something you
with
can
each
taste
other.
but you can't smell?
Rocks.
That was quick. That was quick.
Am I wrong though?
Well, I mean, I've never smelled a rock, so I guess you're right. I'm trying to think of like lava rock and gravel rock and
Well, I'm
limestone.
sure there's types of rock.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
smell,
I've
like,
definitely
Sedimentary.
tasted rocks, and they taste.
Sedimentary rocks.
Yeah,
What is it?
salt rocks, sedimentary rocks.
Yeah, you seen the salt lamps?
The Himalayan salt lamps.
Have you ever licked one?
No, I don't like salt.
I have one in my bedroom.
Do you like
Licked it. Wow.
You would know.
Very salty.
Yeah, it's made of salt.
Yeah. Well, I know it says made of salt and it's a salt rock, but I was like,
You
what's
think
it
they were
taste
lying?
like? What?
Did you think they were lying, or was it just
No, but
like
I
a
thought, like-
curiosity thing?
What does it taste like?
You know what I don't want to taste?
I can name a couple things.
Batteries.
Done that.
Oh, when you're done, I have something to say about batteries.
Smelling salts.
You don't want to taste them?
I don't want to know what they taste like. I've
fair
never
enough.
smelled one before, but reactions that I've seen.
You've never smelled them before?
No.
I'm about to order some Juji Mufu. Dude, he
You still
had-
have yours?
It goes bad
Does it
after a
really?
while. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
kept it and I took it to the youth at church and I was like surprising them with it. And they opened something up and smell it, but it was super like
Does it just lose its potency?
diluted. Yeah, it just loses. So they smelled it and they're like, okay.
You know that
Yeah.
age-old question about poison? Like, oh, if
Oh,
it gets
yeah.
older, is it worse for you?
Oh yeah,
It's the same concept. It just is less potent.
it's less potent.
Still bad
That
for
makes
you.
sense.
Yeah, I've drank pepper spray before. Do not recommend.
Is it hot? Like
I-
spicy?
It does not taste. It tastes like acid.
I sprayed
What's
some
that?
in Granny's car when I was
Pe-
a child.
Pepper spray?
Yeah, I was gonna do the mouth thing because I thought it was pepper. Not a good idea.
Did you miss your
'cause
mouth?
It spreads.
Yeah.
I don't know if I missed, but I definitely felt it in my eyes.
Dang. In her car?
Yeah. We were almost to her house though, so that's good.
She was
Yeah.
driving?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Melanie was there too.
What's going on?
It was a
Oh
long
my
time ago. Like
gosh.
it was.
How old were you?
I think we were at the old house, so like
Dang.
4.
Dude,
4
kids.
or younger.
Oh,
Kids are
man.
dumb.
All right. So this morning, Danilo and I are getting ready. We're in our room, and I needed to like fix my hair, put on a jacket or something like that, get my shoes on. It was like the last thing. She was, finishing touches to her hair or something like that. So
Yeah.
we were in there probably 5 minutes together. I closed
a
the
long
door
time.
behind us because my shoe rack was on the back of the door, and I get ready. I get done ready. I open the door and I step out into the hallway and I step into a puddle.
Drink.
I was
That's
like,
nice.
"There's not supposed to be a puddle here. Why is this wet?" I look. Shepard's all wet. So I'm looking at him like, what have you done? And then I step forward. I look in the bathroom. He clogged the sink, turned the sink on. It had flooded the sink, flooded the bathroom, then flowed into the hallway, went down the air ducts. And I'm like, dude, we are moving tomorrow. Got every towel that we own, trying to mop it up. I come down the basement, water's just seeping through the rafters, and I'm like, we have to go to church in 5 minutes.
Nice.
Oh, I was like, man.
You remember a couple years ago, I think you and Josh helped, when my room had flooded that Saturday night, and I missed church.
Yeah.
I remember hearing it rushing, like the water. And I was like, oh, it's storming. The sump pump's just working really hard. I wake up and there's like maybe an inch of water on the floor. I'm lucky I didn't get electrocuted because it tripped the breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tripped the breaker. So
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
The whole time I lived in the basement, it never flooded.
not according to Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Dad said it's flooded like every 6 years.
No?
And I was like, huh.
Well, I take it back. It might have once.
Maybe it just wasn't that extensive and you guys caught the issue.
Because I had carpet down there,
Yeah.
Oh, I
and
didn't
I
know
never
that.
had to throw it out.
I had to throw it out.
Yeah, because yours
It's the
was
same
like...
carpet. Yeah, it's like an inch of water.
So, but I'm saying,
That's heavy.
for me, I don't think it flooded enough to where the carpet was like ruined.
Mm.
Like I think I just took it out, put it in the sun, let it dry off. Because it wasn't like installed carpet; it was just
Yeah.
laid down carpet. But it like not even the whole carpet got wet. It was just like part of it.
Earlier this year, I heard that same sound. As
Of,
I
like,
was
the
leaving
water?
my room.
Yeah.
The exact same sound.
Yeah.
As I was leaving my room, I turn around and bolt down there. Zane starts freaking out because I'm running through our room, and he's never seen me do that before. I kick the laundry door open, and it's gushing. And I'm like, nope, not again.
What'd you do?
I just put the pipes back together.
Oh, so it was just malfunction. Or it
What
busted
had
a pipe.
happened is our power was out for a good chunk of that day,
Yeah.
so water was in there, and it's been raining all day.
Yeah.
So as soon as our power kicks back on, it has a massive just of shooting water through the tubes, and it took the tubes apart.
Oh.
And so it's gushing it into our laundry room, and that's why I had
okay.
to reattach it.
Gotcha.
Part of the problem is the I don't even know what they're called. They have a screw on them, and you turn the screw, and it tightens the band. I don't know what those are called.
Oh, hose clamp?
Yes, hose
Yeah.
clamp. It's got one of those on it, and it's old, so I think that's what the problem was. It's not
Gotcha.
holding. it
Zane's
good.
probably thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah, he just sees me running there, and then I come out soaked.
I bet he's thankful,
He's
though.
like, huh.
Yeah, Zane's not here today.
I remember I came over one time, and I helped go out.
You're
Wherever
out.
the button is,
You're
that's where
gone.
you need to be
Your
towards
mic's
you.
off.
Other way around. Other way around. The button needs to be towards you. There you go.
No, I think you're
still quiet.
unplugged.
You might have unplugged
On your mic.
right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're.
No, you're still out.
Pardon us. Momentarily.
So I was saying about that battery acid.
Yes.
Is I work at a place called Buster's, and they have like a battery store, and there's this guy that comes in and like delivers used batteries, but he also has like he collects batteries too. Like we sell the batteries to him, and the crates that the batteries get in, sometimes the batteries bust, and there was like battery acid on the bottom, and I was like asking about it one day. I was like, hey, is that like battery acid? Like, would that eat through the container? And they're like, oh yeah, dude, that'll eat through pretty much anything. And the guy that was dropping it off, he said, oh, it's not that bad. Sometimes you can drink some of it and it won't even harm you. And I was like, no, I don't think that's right. And he's like, oh yeah, it's a myth that it's really bad for you. And he picked one up and like drank it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, your insides are gonna be like terrible. Like you need to go to the hospital. And he's like, no, it's no big deal. As long as you don't eat that much of it, it's not gonna hurt you. Haven't seen him in a while, but I'm pretty sure he was
That's
not
the,
right about it.
That's the batteries now guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's known for doing that.
Yeah. He's crazy.
We might have. Yeah, that's my mic. Okay. That should be good. That should be
Whoa.
good.
You just switched from stereo to mono.
Where?
Mine. Now it's only in the right ear. Or left ear.
I don't hear it at all.
This mic is still not really picking up though.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up there anyway.
Yeah,
So-
might as well.
My bad.
Think we're done here. Thank you guys for listening to the A.M.P.T Podcast. This was a short one, but we're missing one guy.
It's
And
messing with that is what's changing the mono.
oh yeah. So we'll catch you guys next time. I'm Micah. This is Tyler, and this is Philip. See you guys later. Peace
Have
out.
fun.